I'd go to friends' places. I'd be like, can we make TikToks? We do the renegade and like.
I was gonna say, what TikToks were you making? Have you ever wondered how other teenagers feel about growing up? Today, I'll be talking to some teens about smartphones. 47% of kids get their first phone between 10 and 12. Is that too early?
At what age did everyone get their smartphone?
I got a year 2, but my parents
Whoa.
didn't.
Sorry,
Hear me out,
sorry.
hear me out.
Let's get to chatting and, of course, eating hot chips.
How was your day, guys?
Oh, they're salsa.
It's like kind of yellow.
Yeah, I can.
How good's that?
Mate, this is actually so good.
Like when they're almost like green, it's like, you know it's gonna be good.
Oh my god, that sounds like it's like poisonous. Like.
At what age did everyone get their smartphone?
This year.
Oh really?
I'm not
Wow,
kidding.
Okay.
This year.
Did you think that was the right age or was it too late?
I'm fine with it. Like, I'm happy. Yeah, I got to experience childhood, so that's fine.
How about you guys?
I got a year 2, but my parents
Whoa.
deleted.
Sorry,
Hear me out,
sorry.
hear me out.
Yeah.
My parents deleted everything on it. It was literally just a tracker.
Fine.
Did you mind being tracked?
I wasn't doing much in primary school in year 2.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, I got mine purely for the reason of going to high school, so didn't have any social media. My parents specifically emphasized that point, and I think that was a good decision. I went to a only girls' school. Everyone contacts each other on Instagram. They were always posting. That was a big thing at my school. So for me, like when I first got it, I was like so happy because it was part of the inclusivity sort of thing. Like, but then that definitely like took over a lot. Like if you had like one of the popular girls following you, that was like a achievement, almost like a flex. And I really hate that.
When I was little, I did not pick up majority of the content in my class because I was just in the back with my friends, like making TikToks. And also I wish like I wasn't exposed to smartphones when I was young because the things I posted are so cringe and I cannot escape it. Like,
I'd go to friends' places. I'd be like, can we make TikToks? I was like so excited to be involved in like what was cool and popular at that moment, and like we do the renegade and like.
I was gonna say, what TikToks were you making?
We were like doing like dances, and I was in my like watermelon tank top with my like galaxy leggings. I was like, let's post this.
So overall, are you guys happy with your phone usage at the moment, or do you think that it's becoming actually an issue?
I would say I'm unhappy, but I'm in year 12, so for me, then when I'm thinking I want to take like a quick 5-minute break, I'll just sit down somewhere and go on Instagram and Reels. I love Reels. But it's terrible. It's actually, I would say it's stored time limits myself. But the problem with doing it by myself is I know the passcode and I just extend it for like another 15.
When I scroll on Reels too, I'm a Reels guy, is right before bed. And I know that's technically not good for your sleep, but honestly, it doesn't actually affect my sleep.
Either.
Like, I sleep fine if I'm on Instagram right before bed. I usually go to bed like 10:30, whatever.
Same.
At that time, I make sure to get off. I make sure to go to sleep. I don't be like 5 more minutes, because then that's when it like gets bad for you.
Yeah.
Well, with that all in mind, like when would you give your kids a smartphone?
I'd give them a phone when it like the situation calls for it, and I think for most people it's relatable to get a phone when you go into high school because that's the whole distance thing. My parents are like, we want you to have a phone to contact. But if we're talking about like anything else, like any apps, games, probably like restrict that to 15. I think year 9 because year 7, 8 is all about stabilizing in a new environment, you know, making your friends and like actually getting to know people.
Doing it naturally rather.
Yes, for me, I think in primary school is way too early, and you can actually tell who actually got a phone during primary school. You can just read it.
Well, thank you guys. Those were marvelous answers and a great conversation. Don't forget some of the chips.
See, now you're doing it. Like, you called me weird and now you're
I couldn't, there's no dish to put in.
Yeah, no, there isn't, but...